Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We would like to welcome Collin Morikawa back to the ZOZO Championship Media Center. Collin, a win here by 6 shots last year. Just start with some opening comments about being back at AQUÍ Golf Narashino.
Yeah, it's amazing to be back. I mean, it's one of my favorite tournaments of the year. It's a place I look forward to every year, and knowing that I won last year, a lot of good memories. And whenever you come to a place that you have great memories, you try and use those to your advantage, and hopefully we can use a lot of them from last year. There's a lot of good shots that I hit out there, and it's great that the course really hasn't changed. The weather looks like it's going pretty good for us. So look, 4 solid days, and hopefully we're in contention again come Sunday.
昨年優勝されて、また今回習志野カントリーに戻ってきましたけれども、意気込みとしては、感想としてはどうでしょうか。またこのコースに戻ってこられて、また日本に戻ってこられて嬉しいと思います。1年の中でも自分が大好きなトーナメントの一つでもありますので、自分がいい思い出がある大会にまた戻ってこられるということで、そのいい思い出をアドバンテージとして使えたらいいなと思ってます。初頭を頑張って、このコースのコンディションは素晴らしいので、毎日安定したゴルフができるといいなと思ってます。
What sticks out in your memory from the win last year?
Honestly, yeah, I mean, it was my first win in 2 years. And look, winning's tough. I mean, no matter what it is, winning is tough. You have to learn how to win. And it came, I wouldn't say easy, but it came in a few bunches early on in my career. So just being able to close that out on Sunday, knowing that, I had a good first round, struggled a little bit, second round, came through in the third round, and then ultimately played really, really good in the fourth round. A lot of things stick out, but just being able to win again and being, on top of that leaderboard at the end of Sunday, I mean, that's everything to me. And that's like, you look back at a season, I look back at this season, I haven't won. I mean, I've had a solid year, but I haven't won, and, I've got one more opportunity at that.
昨年の優勝の決め手となったのは何でしょうかということですが、2年ぶりの優勝を昨年できたので、いつもですけれども優勝することはすごいタフなことですし、簡単なことではありません。なので、昨年は、初日2日目ちょっと大変なゴルフでしたけれども、4日目に素晴らしいゴルフができたので、そこでリーダーボードのトップに立てたことはすごく良かったと思います。今シーズンも安定したシーズンを過ごせていますが、まだ優勝がないということで、今週頑張りたいと思います。
You've been in Japan since last weekend with Kat. Just give us a glimpse of what you guys have been up to. Obviously, a lot of food, from what I gather.
It's honestly been almost all food. A little bit of sightseeing, but not really. I mean, last year we did a lot more. We walked by temples and we did a little more sightseeing. This year was just strictly food. Relaxing and food, and just enjoying a place and a country and a city that we truly love and we keep falling in love. I mean, we've tried so many new spots, and we continue to do that, and I look forward to many more trips out here, hopefully.
先週日本に来られたということですけれども、奥様とどんなふうに時間を過ごしてますかということで、とにかく食べまくってますということですね。昨年は、神社に行ったりとか、少しは観光をしたんですけれども、今年に関してはひたすら食べているという感じです。この国をただただ楽しんで帰りたいと思います。
Okay, we'll open up to questions. If you can raise your hand, and we'll get a mic to you, Calvin.
Hi, Collin. Welcome back to Japan. I mean, you said earlier, winning is never easy and you haven't won this season. How confident are you going to this week, defending your title against a top-quality Japanese field as well?
Yeah, I mean, look, every week I go in, I'm always pretty confident, no matter how the game is and no matter how things are playing out. But look, I ended my season on a pretty strong note. I mean, through playoffs, at the Tour Championship, President's Cup, I played really solid. So it's nice going in a tournament looking back at recent play, but you just never know what to expect, right? I mean, every tournament's different. You never know how you're going to play on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you've got to treat each day and treat each shot and just take everything that's in front of you and not take anything for granted. I mean, the confidence is high, but I still have to execute my shots. I still got to play good golf and play smart golf, and there's a lot of preparation that goes into it every single week, and I look forward to putting it all out there.
今週、日本のトッププレーヤーたちと戦うということですけれども、どれだけ自信がありますかということで、毎週もちろん自信を持って戦ってはいますけど、特にプレーオフ、プレジデンツカップとこのシーズンの自分のキャリアを振り返ってみると 良かったんじゃないかなというふうに思っていますが、その反面どんなことが起きるかというのは全く予想もつきません。金曜日、土曜日、日曜日どんなゴルフができるかも分かりませんが、ただただ自分の目の前にあるショットを一打一打集中していきたいですが、自信に関してはあります。あとはスマートなゴルフができればいいなと思ってますし、毎週毎週ただ準備をするということが重要だと思います。
Okay, Yoshino-san on the right.
去年からこのシリーズフェデックスフォールということになりましたけれども、で2年目ですが、その前のフォーマットと比べてこのカテゴリーが変わったっていうことで、どのような変化が、受け止め方があるかと、そういうことを教えてください。
So this tournament is a part of FedEx 4, and then this is the second season. So what do you see the changes compared to the previous format?
Yeah, I mean, for some guys that are here this week, I mean, it's a matter of keeping their job or not. And with such a small field, it's an opportunity for some of these guys to make a big leap because they're going to be able to play 4 rounds. They're going to be getting points. I mean, this is a big tournament. I know for the Japanese players that are here from the JGTO, it's a big tournament, right? And we all want to win. And so for many different reasons, whether, it's someone like myself who wants to win again this season, or a guy that's fighting to keep his card on the 125, or someone on the Japanese golf tour that wants to make a name for himself, or is coming up and just needs an opportunity to play a PGA Tour event. There's many different reasons, and it's going to push a lot of us to play really well. You look back at the past history of this tournament and who's won here. Major champions, great players. So it's a great golf course to be playing at, and it's going to test, every single aspect of our golf games.
今回で2年目となるフェデックスフォールシーズンですけれども、みんなに、どの選手にとっても違った理由があってここに戦っていると思います。もちろんそのシードを確定させたいという選手もいるでしょうし、日本人の選手の中ではこのような大きな大会で次のキャリアに向けて頑張っていきたいという選手もいるでしょうし、僕みたいに今シーズンまだ勝っていないのでまた勝ちたいということもあります。それぞれの選手がそれぞれの理由を持って戦っていると思いますが、この過去の大会の優勝者を見ればメジャーチャンピオンがいたり歴史的な快挙があったりと素晴らしい試合になっています。この素晴らしいコースに行ってそれぞれの選手が試練として戦っていくのではないかと思います。
You were quite emotional at the presentation ceremony last year. Did that surprise you that you came out like that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not that emotional of a guy. So, whenever something happens, and you just never know what it's going to be. But I think just an accumulation of a lot of things. Being in Japan, having family history here, winning a tournament for the first time in a couple of years, having my wife Kat there, just all the hard work you put into it. I mean, it's nonstop hours, nonstop minutes, just always thinking about how to get better, and that's what's amazing about this game and what is frustrating at some other times. And no matter what, you always come out of it just loving what we do, and I'm very lucky to be doing this.
昨年は、表彰式で少し感情的な面も見せていただきましたが、それに関していかがでしたかということで、昨年は、僕は通常はそんなに感情的になることはないんですけれど、昨年は感情的になったなと思います。それは日本での大会であったり、家族の歴史ルーツがあるので、日本で勝てたということ、また奥さんのキャットがいたこともありますし、そういった理由が重なっての表彰式だったと思います。常に自分のゴルフをいかに良くするかということを考え続けてきて、時にはストレスも溜まったりしたので、自分ができることを発揮できたのが嬉しかったです。
You've played in every ZOZO championship since 19. Just want to take you back to the year where Tiger won the inaugural ZOZO championship. What stood out for you that week?
The typhoon that came and walking through the highway tunnel. No, I think, I've been very, very lucky to play with Tiger a handful of times now in tournaments. And it's what he does for the game, what he has done for the game. You can't compare it to anything else, right? There's only so many other athletes in sports that have been able to kind of transcend and build and grow a sport. But to have his 82nd win, I believe, I think. in Japan, I mean, it's just so special. I mean, the first day we stepped out here, the fans that lined the range and the first hole, I've never seen anything like it. And not only was it for Tiger, but it was for all of us. And we're just very, very lucky to play out here in Japan year in and year out. Yeah.
昨年タイガーが優勝、ごめんなさい、2019年にタイガーが優勝した年に関しての試合で思い出に残っていることはということで、とにかく台風が来て高速道路のトンネルを、歩き続けたことを思い出しましたが、それ以外にももちろんタイガーが82勝目をこの日本で成し遂げたということに立ち会えたことは素晴らしかったと思いますが、彼がこのゴルフのために成し遂げてきたこと、そこを振り返って注目しても素晴らしいことだと思います。他のスポーツ選手と比べてもタイガーの、偉業は素晴らしいものだと思いますし、特別なものだと思います。昨年、すみません、2019年の、初日にすごい数の人が、押し寄せて、僕たちのプレーを見てくれた。それは、タイガーだけじゃなくて僕たち全員を応援してくれたので、そんな環境でプレーができて幸運だったなと思います。
I don't recall you played with Tiger that particular year, but do you remember anything that really stood out about his game in general when he won?
When he won out here? No, I mean, the few times I have, when I have played with him after that, I definitely did not play with him this week when we played in 19, but, all the things he's gone through, whatever, the touch in his hands and the creativity that he has and just the smarts for the game is way more than any of us. And, it's a nonstop growth and growing mindset that you have to have, but he's well past a lot of us, and it's just amazing because he's got the talent to back it up and to create these shots that are just incredible.
2019年のタイガーの、ゲーム全体に関して、ゴルフ全体に関してどう思いましたかということで、2019年この ZOZO の大会では一緒にはプレーはできませんでしたが、その後の試合で何度か一緒にプレーしたことがありますが、ゲーム全体がとてもスマートだったなと言えますし、常に向上しているなというふうに思っています。彼の才能だけではなくて、その努力というものを、見て感じ取られました。
One last question from me, Collin. Are you going to keep an eye out on the other ball game that's starting this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great watching the Dodgers play in Japan and Tokyo, and it's nice because they had it on TV. You wake up in the morning and it's on. We'll probably be playing, I'm guessing, when we're out on the golf course, but we'll be taking a peek here and there for sure.
最後に日曜日には大きなメジャーリーグの試合もありますがということですが、ドジャースの試合が日曜日の朝行われるということで、ゴルフ場にいると思うので見られないかもしれませんが、自分はそのゲームに対してはとても興奮しています。
Okay, if there are no more questions, we'll want to thank Collin for your time here again, and all the best for the rest of the week here.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have Japan media on the side here.